Alright guys, today we're taking a deep dive into the latest release of one of the most iconic gaming mice ever made. It's the all-new Razer DeathAdder V4 Pro. For years, the DeathAdder series has been a favorite in esports, casual gaming, and even productivity setups. And now Razer dropped the V4 Pro that promises the best performance yet in the DeathAdder series. But the big question is, does it actually live up to that legendary DeathAdder name in terms of performance and ergonomics? Let's find out. The DeathAdder lineup's been around for over 15 years, and it's easily one of Razer's most popular designs. It's known for that iconic ergonomic shape, something that just feels natural in your hand regardless of your grip style. First off, the design. At a glance, the DeathAdder V4 Pro looks familiar, and that's because it's the same size and shape as the previous models. And given how popular this shape has been over the years, I think Razer made the right choice. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. The black model weighs in at 56 grams, and the white one's just a smidge heavier at 57 grams, which is ridiculously light for a wireless ergonomic mouse of this size. And Razer achieved this without going the honeycomb shell route, so you still get that solid premium feel that's more comfortable to hold than any mouse with a Holy type shell. The best part is, despite being so light, Razer still managed to make it very strong and rigid feeling. It doesn't feel like it has any flex at the sides, and it doesn't make any creaking sounds. Very impressive for such a lightweight design. It's got an all matte finish, and it seems to do a good job resisting sweat and fingerprints, and it feels secure to hold during long gaming sessions. The button layout is classic DeathAdder. 2 primary clicks, a scroll wheel, 2 side buttons, and a DPI cycle button that's combined with the power button on the bottom. Some people might find that placement a bit frustrating because it prevents quick DPI changes, but it's also necessary to make sure you don't make any accidental presses mid-game. In terms of durability, we're looking at Razer's Gen 4 optical switches rated for 100 million clicks. The primary buttons on here feel like hair triggers. They're sensitive and responsive with a moderate amount of stiffness, and it doesn't take much to get them moving. It doesn't feel like there's much pre or post travel either. It's a nice, quick, precise, and consistent feeling press. Side buttons are similar to the primary buttons in that there's not much pre or post travel. They feel a little stiffer, but their placement is just perfect. Makes it really easy to reach for fast and reliable presses. For the first time in a Razer esports mouse, the scroll wheel's using optical tracking instead of mechanical, and it's excellent. The wheel's nice and grippy, and it rotates with precise tactile steps. The click function's stiff, requires quite a bit of force to actuate, making it very unlikely that you're going to make any accidental presses when you're scrolling. Here's a quick sound test on all the buttons. What really makes or breaks a gaming mouse is performance, and the V4 Pro's fitted with Razer's new Focus Pro 45K optical sensor Gen 2. On paper, this sensor's an absolute monster. It's got a maximum DPI of 45,000, a tracking speed of 900 IPS, and up to 85G acceleration, and it's adjustable in 1 DPI increments for precise tuning. Let's be real, nobody's gaming at 45,000 DPI, but being a top-tier pro-level mouse, it makes sense that it's got the latest and greatest sensor with the best specs that Razer currently offers. With this one, it doesn't matter whether you're playing fast-paced shooters like Apex Legends or tactical games like CS2, this sensor just doesn't miss a beat. This is a top-tier esports mouse that needs to perform flawlessly to even be considered by pro esports players. I'm not a professional esports player, not even close, so all I can say is that it performs perfectly for me in any situation in any game, not even the slightest little issue or hiccup. When it comes to wireless performance, input lag's basically non-existent. It genuinely feels like you're playing on a wired connection. It's using Razer's Hyperspeed wireless Gen 2 that offers a true 8000 Hz polling rate. So with the DeathAdder V4 Pro, it doesn't matter whether you're in wireless or wired modes, you can get the same ultra low latency 8K polling rate either way. Now again, just like the 45K DPI sensor, most people probably won't notice a huge difference beyond 1000 Hz, but this mouse is designed for esports level players where that extra responsiveness can actually make a real difference. Let's talk comfort, which is one of the main reasons the DeathAdder series has become so popular over the years. The V4 Pro continues the tradition of being one of the most comfortable ergonomic mice out there. The larger body's perfect for medium to large size hands, and although Razer aims it at palm and claw grip styles, I think it works just as good for fingertip grips as well. If you're already used to gaming with ultralight mice, switching over to the DeathAdder V4 Pro should be a pretty easy and simple transition. It feels supportive, it fills your hand, and you don't get any kind of weird cramped feeling after long sessions. The V4 Pro gives you up to 150 hours of playtime when you're polling rates at 1000 Hz. When you switch over to 8000 Hz, that drops down to 22 hours. That's a massive hit, but honestly, I still think it's really good considering it's providing almost a full day on a single charge while delivering such an insane level of performance. Now, of course, it wouldn't be a Razer product without Synapse software. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about this because I feel like most people already know what it's all about. You've got button remapping, DPI stages, polling rates, custom liftoff and landing distances, and you can play around with your own sensitivity curve if that's your thing. And it does have one onboard memory profile, so if you're switching PCs a lot or you're going to play at a tournament or something, your settings are all going to come with you, which is super handy. Overall, the DeathAdder V4 Pro is an impressive pro-level gaming mouse. It's lighter than its predecessor despite having the same size and shape. It uses next-gen optical switches, it packs Razer's best 45K DPI optical sensor, it delivers virtually lag-free wireless with an 8K polling rate, the battery life's good, and the build quality's solid for an ultralight mouse. That's a lot of premium features, make no mistake about it, and you're going to be paying for them with a premium price tag. It's definitely not for budget-conscious gamers, that's for sure, but at the end of the day, if you're serious about gaming and you want an ergonomic mouse that feels like a natural extension of your hand, the DeathAdder V4 Pro is a no-brainer. Razer's taken a classic, refined it to perfection, and delivered the ultimate DeathAdder. This is my new favorite gaming mouse by far, and it's not going to be leaving my desk anytime soon. Let me know in the comments what you think of this new DeathAdder and whether or not you think it's worth it if you already have the V3 or one of the older models. Full specs and details are down in the description for you, along with some purchasing links. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button on the way out, and we'll see you soon.